You weren't meant to find this by accident. But the Lord, in His infinite wisdom, orchestrated this moment for you, right here, right now. Chosen one, heaven is intervening tonight, not through dreams, not through riddles, but through revelation. And it begins with someone you thought you knew, your sister. Yes, her. Not a stranger, not a symbol. This is personal. And the Most High is pulling back the curtain, not to condemn her, but to protect you. As this message reaches your eyes, the spirit realm stirs. Her name is echoing through heaven's courts. The truth has waited long enough, and now God is placing it in your hands. Do not scroll, do not skip. Heaven is watching your response. For the last 3 days, Archangel Michael has been sent on divine assignment to reach you. A direct order came from the throne. Tell the chosen one before it's too late. The pain will multiply if they stay blind. And so, this is the moment. The Lord placed urgency in this vessel's spirit to reach you with trembling truth. You felt it, the distance, the hidden weight behind her smile, the moment her eyes couldn't meet yours. That wasn't imagination. That was discernment. If you feel chills, if your heart is racing, that's the Spirit confirming it. You were meant to hear this, and it's only the beginning. For there is nothing hidden that will not be disclosed, and nothing concealed that will not be brought to light. Luke 8:17. Now, as you step forward into this divine role, I invite you to declare your readiness. Type Amen in the comments as a sign of agreement, your bold declaration that you're ready to see what God wants you to see. And stay with me until the end, because we'll close in a powerful prayer that will break every spiritual deception and bring truth to light. The divine observes. Don't look away. Don't delay. Pause for a moment. Breathe. Heaven does not shout over noise. It anoints the still heart. In this stillness, the Lord is not exposing to humiliate, but unveiling to heal, to cleanse, to guard your peace. Before you were born, a prayer in your bloodline rose like incense. Heaven remembered it, and mercy has now arrived at your door. Chosen one, you were not selected for volume but for sight, because you notice what others ignore. The strongest spirit receives the heaviest revelation, and grace is here to carry it with you. This is not a call to rage, but to holy composure. Tonight, truth will be your sword, and peace will be your posture. What darkness hid in whispers, light will answer without shouting. Walk gently, listen deeply, and let the shepherd's voice steady your steps, because what God reveals, He also redeems. Heaven orchestrated this exact moment because destiny never misses its mark. Heaven has been trying to reach you for days, and now finally you're listening, not by chance, but by divine orchestration. Chosen one, what you're about to hear is not just a message, it's a spiritual intervention. Archangel Michael was sent to you with urgency because a countdown has already begun. If this truth is ignored, regret will follow in 7 days. But if you receive it fully, with an open heart, those tears you've cried in secret will be transformed into victory. Listen carefully now. Your sister is not evil. Don't let your mind run there. No, she is still loved by God, still seen by heaven, still redeemable. But she has stepped into something that was never meant for her, and what she's entangled in is already touching your life. Not tomorrow, not someday. This didn't begin as rebellion. It began quietly, as secrets often do. A choice made in weakness, nurtured by silence, and protected by denial. What started as a whisper in the dark has grown into a shadow that now lingers under your roof, and the longer it remains hidden, the deeper the consequence. God gave her chances, one after another. Warnings came through dreams, through people, through moments that pricked her conscience, but she turned away, not because she's wicked, but because she's wounded. And what she chose has opened a spiritual door, one that heaven is now calling you to help close. Don't be fooled by appearances. You may see her as soft-spoken, gentle, kind, but there's a version of her even she doesn't fully recognize, a version shaped by compromise, a version shaped by fear. She made a decision 6 months ago. The angels saw it. The spirit realm felt the shift. That decision birthed a pattern, a cycle, and you're feeling the weight of it without knowing why. That sudden exhaustion, the sleepless nights, the unexpected tension in the room. It's not random, it's spiritual. And you've been chosen to discern it because, among everyone in your household, you are the one whose spirit is most awake. God didn't send this to your brother. He didn't send it to your parents. He sent it to you because he knew your heart would recognize the sound of truth even when it hurts. For the Lord disciplines those he loves, and he punishes each one he accepts as his child. Hebrews 12:6. You were not picked because you're the loudest. You were chosen because you notice things. You've always sensed that something about her wasn't fully at peace, that behind her calm smile was a silent storm. You didn't want to believe it. But the shift began, subtle, almost invisible, then undeniable. The veil is being torn, not to destroy her but to save both of you. Because what is left in darkness festers, but what is brought into the light can be healed. Let me tell you what the angels witnessed. One night, not long ago, she sat alone. The room was quiet, but the atmosphere was heavy. Her lips didn't move, but her soul was screaming. She was faced with a decision to reach for God or reach for something else. And beloved, she chose the wrong altar. She made a spiritual agreement that heaven could not bless. And from that moment on, a thread of that decision began to weave into the fabric of your shared space. That's why you've been feeling the things you've been feeling. It's not just stress, it's not just anxiety, it's exposure. But here's the miracle. Heaven is not exposing her to humiliate her. Heaven is exposing her to redeem her. And you are the first to receive this truth because you're part of the rescue. What's coming in 3 days may look small: a random call, a strange email, a folder accidentally left open. But it won't be random. It will be the trigger, the proof you didn't even know you needed. When that moment comes, don't react, don't accuse, don't explode, just breathe. The warrior of light will be with you, and the Spirit of God will steady your voice. There will be a confrontation. There must be. But it will not be the kind that breaks a family apart. It will be the kind that purifies. The Lord is near to the brokenhearted and saves the crushed in spirit. Psalm 34:18. And yes, this message may hurt, but the only reason it hurts is because you love, you care. But caring without clarity creates chaos, and heaven does not want chaos in your home. God wants peace. But peace cannot live beside deception, and deception is wearing the face of your sister, not because she hates you, but because she's scared. And the only way to break that cycle is through the light of truth, truth you now carry. So here's what I ask of you. In your daily life, when tension rises, don't let your emotions lead. When anger swells, don't shout, pause. Whisper instead, Lord, take over my tongue, because sometimes the loudest victories come through silence. Sometimes the most powerful confrontation happens not in rage, but in spiritual composure. This is how God trains his warriors, not with fists, not with fury, but with presence, with discernment, with stillness that disarms the enemy. You are not alone in this. That strange chill you felt, that sudden fatigue, that's not your body giving out, it's your spirit being activated. You've been sensing it without language. But the language has arrived, and so has the light. And when that folder opens, when that secret is revealed, you will remember this moment. And instead of reacting with despair, you will rise in authority, because your soul has been briefed by heaven. You've been warned, but you've also been prepared. There is something, a message, a file, a photo, maybe a transaction hidden in a place you haven't looked yet. It has your name in it. And when it comes to light, you will understand why this message had to come first. That moment will not be the end, it will be the bridge between illusion and clarity, between pain and purpose. And when you cross it, you will not be the same. So, pause, just for a second. Feel what you're feeling right now, the stir in your chest, the weight behind your eyes, the fire in your belly that's not fear. That's prophecy being fulfilled in real time. That's the Spirit of God awakening you to your calling in this hour. You are the light bearer, the peace restorer, the one with eyes to see through the storm. This is why heaven's warrior came to you. This is why heaven trusted you. You don't need to fix it all today, but you do need to stay alert, because this next moment is sacred, and messages like this, they're not written, they're assigned. And they only reach those who were meant to receive them. If you're still here, you are the one. You weren't the one supposed to hear this first, but you're the one strong enough to carry it. The heavens are still speaking, and the protector angel hasn't turned away. This message continues because something sacred is unfolding. Your sister may not see the storm coming, but you will. You've already started to feel the tremors through strange dreams, repeated numbers, uncanny phrases that hit a little too close to home, whispers of truth slipping through unexpected mouths. That's not coincidence. That's divine strategy. The signs are arriving now, not tomorrow, not next week, because this revelation isn't just about what your sister has done, it's about what she was about to do. A choice she was nearing. A moment that would have created spiritual debt, not just for her, but for you as well. And that's why God had to interrupt your life with this message. It's not here to frighten you. It's here to rescue you. The Most High is asking you to open your spiritual eyes, even if what you see is uncomfortable, even if it disrupts what you thought you knew. Because once you say yes, heaven begins moving, and within 48 hours, you'll notice it. A slip of the tongue, a strange conversation, a phone call you were never supposed to hear, but somehow you will. That's how God pulls back the veil, quietly, precisely, powerfully. This confrontation that's coming won't need rage. It won't need you to raise your voice. In fact, God is calling you to stillness, because silence can thunder louder than shouting when heaven is behind it. When you speak, it will be with gentleness, but filled with spiritual weight. She may deny, she may laugh, she may deflect. But don't be shaken, because truth reveals itself, even when it's rejected. That's how heaven fights, not with fists, but with light. And in the next 24 hours after your words are spoken, the truth will surface without you needing to prove a thing. It will simply rise, as all truth does. And the reason you're the one receiving this revelation isn't about seniority, status, or knowledge. It's about your spiritual sensitivity. You were always the one who noticed what others ignored, and heaven has honored that gift. But comes the harder truth: there is jealousy. Yes, jealousy buried deep in your sister's heart. She wouldn't say it aloud. She may not even fully understand it herself, but it's been there, woven into her thoughts, hidden beneath smiles, carried through holidays and birthdays and years of pretending everything was fine. And it didn't start yesterday. No, it traces back to childhood, back to a moment that seemed small to you, but monumental to her. A glance from someone important, a comment made in passing, a comparison that landed like a wound. From that day, a silent bitterness grew. It shaped her choices, it shaped her silence, it shaped how she sees you. And even though she still loves you, the shadow of comparison has touched more than her emotions. It's touched her actions. God is revealing this now, not to shame either of you, but to finally cleanse the atmosphere that's been clouded for far too long. Because whether you knew it or not, there's been resistance around your life. Not because you lack faith, but because someone living near your soul has been spiritually out of alignment. That's why your prayers have felt delayed. That's why peace has been harder to find. That's why your emotions have felt unsettled lately. And because the truth has entered, heaven can begin the healing. There is someone your sister is speaking to even now, someone you once trusted, maybe even loved. And behind closed doors, she has spoken about you not harshly, not obviously, but just enough to twist perception, just enough to sow confusion. And those seeds have taken root. But God will not let deception prosper when His child walks in truth. A lie may live in darkness, but the moment it is brought into the presence of God, it dies. You will not need to defend yourself. Heaven has already risen on your behalf. The angels are moving, the atmosphere is shifting, and you are being prepared not for battle in the flesh, but for victory in the spirit. So prepare yourself. Prepare to stay quiet when everything in you wants to scream. Prepare to love her even when the truth feels like betrayal. Prepare to be elevated, because the moment this is cleansed, your blessing will no longer be held back. The thing you've been praying for, the breakthrough, the connection, the confirmation, it wasn't denied. It was delayed. And that delay ends at this hour. Because that deception has been identified, it can no longer sit beside your destiny. And if your chest feels tight right now, if your eyes are welling up, if your body feels like it's trembling just slightly, that's your confirmation. That's heaven saying, you are the one. Your spirit is the vessel heaven trusts to carry truth. And if it stings, remember this: pain that comes with truth always leads to freedom. This isn't destruction. This is purification. This is the start of generational healing, and it starts with you. Even your sister will feel it soon. A pressure, a strange heaviness she won't understand. That's the angels surrounding her spirit, beginning their work not to crush her, but to soften her heart. Do not judge her, do not lash out, do not expose her, just stay near God. Because what He's about to do through you, your entire bloodline will talk about. This is bigger than one conflict. This is spiritual inheritance being restored. He reveals deep and hidden things. He knows what lies in darkness, and light dwells with Him. Daniel 2:22. The angel of God's protection still stands behind you, and heaven has not looked away for a second. The reason this message came to you and not to her is simple. The strongest spirit always receives the hardest truth. And that one is you. Let this settle into your soul. The light has entered, and nothing will be the same again. Something is shifting even now, not tomorrow. A weight is descending not on you, but on her, your sister. Conviction will rest upon her spirit, a divine stirring she won't understand. Her heart will feel unsettled, her thoughts cloudy, but it won't be random. It will be the angels hovering, surrounding, stirring her spirit into awareness. Don't judge her in this hour. Respond with stillness. Let your calm speak louder than words, because something is coming through you that will echo through generations. Yes, this is generational healing, and heaven has appointed you not because you were perfect, not because you volunteered, but because you were willing to listen. You were willing to feel the weight of the truth instead of running from it. That's why Archangel Michael whispered, "There's a reason this message reached you and not her." The strongest spirit receives the heaviest revelation, and you are carrying it with grace. What happens next, what you do after this moment, will change everything, and, with divine authority, a mystery is being unveiled. Years ago, your sister held back something from you. It wasn't just a secret, it was a piece of truth that would have shaped a major life decision you were about to make. Maybe it was a relationship you pursued, a career you chose, a move you made, or a door you didn't walk through. At the time, you felt confused. You felt betrayed, but couldn't quite name it. Peace slipped away for weeks, maybe even months. Heaven says, this is why. That missing piece of truth was never destroyed, it was buried. But God is unearthing it, not to bring shame, but to bring cleansing, to bring restoration. What was stolen will be returned, what was withheld will be revealed. Because this is your season of restoration, and no more shall shadows block what belongs to you. But before the fullness of light can flood your home, those shadows must be acknowledged, and you've seen them now, so light is on its way. In the days ahead, you may find yourself near her again, perhaps unexpectedly. The setting will seem ordinary, but your spirit will feel the shift. There will be a tension, a tightening in your chest. That spiritual awareness rising. You'll want to speak, you'll want to confront, but don't. Just breathe, because in that moment, God will speak through your eyes. And your silence will carry more weight than any accusation. She will feel it. She will sense that heaven has gotten involved, and that knowing alone will begin to stir something in her soul. Don't be afraid. The same God who revealed this truth will cover you in peace. You are not walking into this alone. Angels will surround you, and even if tears fall, let them. Those are not tears of defeat, they are tears of healing. Because healing always walks hand in hand with truth, and you, beloved soul, are walking straight into the light. Listen closely. What I'm about to reveal is something even time tried to bury. There is an object small, almost forgotten. An object from the past will reappear, carrying the memory of who you both were. Something that carries weight, not because of what it is, but because of what it meant. A token of love from long ago, a piece of shared history between you and your sister before everything cracked. She never threw it away. She hid it. She couldn't let it go. Because even when bitterness began to grow, a part of her still remembered who you were to each other. Heaven says that object will return to you. It will find its way back, maybe by accident, maybe placed in your path by divine hands. But the moment you see it, you will know. your soul will recognize it, and it will unlock a flood of memories and healing long overdue. Yes, healing is possible even after this, because heaven never exposes to condemn. Heaven exposes to set free. But take this next part to heart. The next 3 days are sacred. Mark them. Protect them. The protector angel whispers, tell them this is not the time for reacting. It's not the time for arguing. This is the time for spiritual preparation. Because on the 3rd night, something holy will occur. A divine interruption, a spiritual visitation. It may come through a dream or a waking moment that feels too surreal to ignore. Your sleep might be restless. But that is not insomnia, that is God waking you up on purpose. In the quiet of one of those nights, you will hear it. A phrase, a name, a memory you hadn't thought of in years. When it comes, say nothing. Just write it down. That will be the final piece, the final key. And then she will come. Your sister. Maybe through a message. Maybe she'll appear in person, maybe pretending nothing is wrong, but you will know her spirit will be shaken. Because truth always stirs the soul. And when that moment comes, do not speak from pain, speak from love. Don't let ego drive your words. Let heaven guide your tone. You are not there to crush. You are there to reflect, to be a mirror, not a hammer. And in your calm, in your restraint, the light within you will shine so brightly that the shadows around her won't survive. And if she breaks, let her. If she runs, let her. If she denies, still love her. Because heaven is handling what you cannot see. Your job is not to fix. Your job is to stay faithful. And you've already begun just by being here. Just by reading this, feeling this, holding it inside instead of closing the page. That's what makes your spirit rare. Others would have scrolled away, dismissed it, called it strange. But you stayed, you listened, you believed. And because of that, heaven is about to release the reward. Within 7 days, your atmosphere will shift. A door long shut will creak open. A long-delayed answer will arrive without warning. A message will come. A breakthrough you've almost stopped praying for will be delivered. And it will all trace back to this exact moment when you said yes to hard truth. You are not just a sibling. You are a soul with divine assignment. That's why the enemy tried so hard to blind you. But God restored your sight, and nothing can stop what heaven has begun. The messenger of heaven declares, you are about to step into the season of clear skies. No more fog, no more confusion, no more questioning if you're the only one who cares. God saw everything, and now He is making all things new. So, dry your tears, steady your heart. You've already won, because love, when purified by truth, is the most powerful force in the universe. Even your sister, though she may not know it now, will one day thank you. Not today, maybe not tomorrow. But one day, when her eyes are open, she will look back at this moment, the moment heaven chose you, and she will say, I didn't understand then, but thank you for not giving up on me. The test is nearly over. The miracle is near. One last whisper before the warrior of light departs. The angels are still here, not because you're in danger, but because you have just completed one of the most difficult spiritual initiations any soul can face, facing the truth without running away. Most never do, but you did. You are not just a sibling, you are a light bearer, and nothing can stop what heaven has already set in motion. You didn't scroll past this. You didn't shut the door on conviction. You didn't pretend this was for someone else. No, you stayed. You felt the fire, and instead of running, you stood in it. You faced what others avoid. You let heaven lay bare the things most would bury, and because of that courage, because of that surrender, you are being lifted. Lifted into a dimension where peace is not temporary, but permanent, where protection doesn't flicker, but hovers, where blessing isn't delayed, it's delivered. But stay with me. There's still one final turn in this divine story. Heaven never ends a message without a mystery and a miracle tucked into the final line. Hidden behind this whole unfolding has been another presence. Someone from your family's past, perhaps a grandmother, a grandfather, a soul from another generation, someone who crossed over with unfinished prayers on their lips, and they've been whispering, not to you but to her, to your sister. Yes, even while her pride hardened, even while confusion clouded her mind, they've been speaking through dreams, stirring her spirit from within. And the veil is beginning to lift. Her defenses are cracking. Her soul is catching fire. She may not show it, she may not say it, but soon she will break. A beautiful break, a holy release, a divine unraveling. Because the decision you made to face truth sent a ripple that shattered what generations had silently endured. You broke the pattern. You snapped the chain. You ended the cycle. And heaven is rejoicing, all of heaven, because you didn't just survive, you shifted everything. The Lord is asking in this moment, through this message, are you ready to receive the blessing that had been delayed by deception? Are you ready to step into the inheritance that was locked until truth came to light? If your soul says yes, don't whisper it, declare it. Yes, Lord, I am ready. Because right now, angels are on the move, keys are being released, names are being remembered. Rooms you were left out of are now calling your name, and the peace that passed over your home is circling back, ready to flood every hallway, every room, every part of your life. That weight in your chest, that isn't fear anymore. That's freedom, that's release. That's God breathing peace into places where panic used to live. He's saying, you were never alone, you were never imagining it, you were always chosen. Sleep tonight with stillness, rise tomorrow without dread. Walk through your house as if heaven itself lives there, because now it does. The fire of God covers your home, the shield of Michael guards your soul. And no weapon, spiritual or physical, formed against you shall prosper from this moment forward. This message was not only your shield, it is now your sword. Use it to cut through lies, not people. Speak with authority, but wrapped in mercy. Love boldly, but forgive completely. And never again allow deception to sit unchallenged in your life. Not because you're angry, but because now you know. And once you know the truth never leaves you. Heaven rejoices, Michael stands guard, and God smiles upon your obedience. Because you answered. When he called, you listened. Your next chapter has already begun. Your tears, they weren't wasted. They were watering the field of your destiny. And as for your sister, she's awakening too. It may take time, she may fight it. But love like yours can't be ignored forever. Heaven has already started her process. So keep your heart open, stay steady in your soul, and listen, because the next divine whisper is on its way, sooner than you think. This wasn't random. You were born for this. It is written, and now it will come to pass. Hear me, what just happened wasn't just emotional, it was spiritual. What broke off of you in this moment, you didn't even know you were carrying, but it broke. A spiritual barrier, ancestral, ancient, invisible, has shattered under the weight of your obedience. You chose to stay, you chose to see, and heaven responded. The protector angel speaks once more. His voice isn't booming, it's close, gentle, still thundering in holiness. He says, I saw you, I watched you walk through night after night without light. I saw your silent prayers, your private weeping, your burdened strength. And in this very breath, I watched you win not by fighting, not by proving, but by waking up. Your name is being rewritten in the book of favor. A golden light just crossed your spiritual path, and yes, the delay is over. That thing you've been waiting for is no longer stuck, it's in motion. But don't miss this truth. The real blessing is not what you'll receive. The real blessing is who you've become. You became the one who stood in the fire between truth and love and chose God. You became the one in the family who refused to keep secrets buried beneath polite smiles. You shattered silence so your children and their children will never live in the same chains again. You are the bloodline breaker, the curse cutter, the heaven mover, the quiet miracle. And because you obeyed, the angels rest. The battle is over, and the light you carry will only grow brighter. So, walk boldly, speak with calm authority, and love even when others don't deserve it, because this is who you are, awakened, anointed, unstoppable. It is done, it is written, it is fulfilled, your soul has heard it, heaven has seen it, and your life will reflect it. Even as you breathe, something sacred is still pouring into you. This isn't just a message, it's divine residue settling into your bones, because something buried, something generational has been pierced. A prayer spoken long ago by someone in your bloodline has reached its fulfillment through you. They didn't have the words, maybe they didn't have the strength, but their cry reached heaven, and heaven remembered. That cry echoed through time, and tonight it found you. You became their answered prayer. That's why this had to happen. That's why you couldn't skip this message. That's why the enemy tried so hard to distract you, but heaven wouldn't let go. And heaven's guardian leans in once more, his voice soft but unmistakable. There are blessings stored in heaven under your name, locked until now, but the interference is gone. Watch how fast things move. You won't have to chase. The blessing will find you. Some people may treat you differently. Don't be alarmed. They're sensing your upgrade. Some will go quiet. Some may distance themselves. That's okay. When light increases, shadows must make a choice. Flee or fight. But you're shielded. You don't have to explain yourself. You don't need to defend your calling. God has spoken for you. And when heaven speaks, all other voices fall silent. Even your sister, whether through confession, accident, or divine arrangement, will one day say the words heaven has longed to hear, I'm sorry. And when she does, be ready not to accuse, but to see her, to meet her soul, not her shame, because that moment won't be about victory, it will be about healing for her and for you. You've carried a quiet ache for years, a sense that you were always the one holding everything together, the one who smiled while breaking, the one who understood everyone but rarely felt understood. And tonight, heaven says, enough. Let God carry you now. You've done enough. Rest, not just your body, but your soul. Rest in knowing that what was out of order is being reordered. What was broken is being mended. What was stolen is being returned, multiplied. The revelation about your sister, that was only the beginning. Now comes the reward, not just in things, but in peace. And yes, more will come. Finances restored, favor multiplied, relationships healed, doors opened, not because you performed, but because you listened. That's all God ever asked. And one final mystery remains a personal one. Someone who left your life, whether by death or distance, is proud of you. They're smiling. Their soul witnessed this moment. And in the quiet of the night, they may visit in a dream, a scent, a whisper. Don't fear it. It's not spooky. It's sacred. They only have one message for you. You've rewritten your lineage's story. Heaven calls you the restorer. You did what even I couldn't. Thank you. So breathe in. Breathe in new life. Breathe in joy. Breathe in freedom. It is done. It is fulfilled. And it shall be revealed. This is not the end of your story. It's the doorway into the chapter heaven had written for you before your first breath. You're not the same person who started this message. You've been shifted, awakened, rewired, not by words, but by the breath of God. Something holy touched your soul while you were reading. Something sacred moved through you, and you carry a new spiritual signature, evidence that you've been kissed by heaven. Yes, beloved, you stayed. You didn't look away. You didn't scroll past the hard parts. You let truth wash over you. And heaven responds. What's being poured over your spirit in this final stretch isn't just the end of a message. It's a river of holy oil flowing over your past, your pain, your potential. This is consecration. This is the moment you become who you were always meant to be. There's something God has waited a long time to say to you, a sentence he's held in his heart, not to correct, not to punish, but to heal. And with all of heaven leaning close, he speaks. You are not too much. You are not too soft. You are not too broken. You are not too late. You are not forgotten. You are exactly who I created, with purpose, with tenderness, with power. Even when those closest to you didn't understand. Even when they misread your softness as weakness, or used your kindness as an open door for their own needs, he never did. Heaven saw the tears. The ones you wiped away before anyone noticed. The ones that fell onto your pillow in the quiet hours of night when your smile was just a mask. You don't have to wear that mask anymore. You don't have to carry the world alone. Because in this moment, God is holding you. Not just your sister, not your family, you. The one who's always been the safe place. The one who kept forgiving people who never said sorry. The one who gets dreams from heaven but doubts they're real. The one who loves quietly, deeply, painfully. The one who carries burdens in silence and still makes others feel light. God is speaking directly to you. I see you. I'm not disappointed in you. I'm proud of how far you've come, even when no one else acknowledged it. And no, I'm not done blessing you yet. Archangel Michael is still here. He never left. Not for one moment. He's been watching since childhood. He saw the times you were silenced, the moments you pushed your own healing aside just to keep others from falling apart. He knows how close you came to quitting. He also knows you never did. And now heaven declares, you are a miracle in motion. The battle wasn't meant to break you. It was designed to wake you up. And that you're awake, you've become unstoppable, not in pride, but in purpose. Not untouchable by man, but protected by God. The divine realm has now begun to rearrange people, plans, and pathways for your sake. Watch how it begins. Texts from people you haven't heard from in years. Opportunities that once ignored you now calling your name. Rooms you never imagined entering suddenly opening to you. Not by accident, not by effort, but by alignment. Because you're walking in truth. You're aligned with heaven, and so blessings will now align with you. Even your sister, yes, even her will look at you and wonder, how did you stay kind when life was cruel? How did you keep loving when her silence was louder than support? How did you remain soft when the world was so hard? And in that moment, even if she never says the words, she will feel the light you carry, and your spirit will know. Because the greatest miracles are not always seen, they're felt by heaven. And beloved, heaven feels you. Heaven remembers the night you whispered, God, if you're real, show me a sign. And this message, it is that sign, not chance, not a glitch in the algorithm. It's the divine, bending time and space, just to whisper, I heard you. I'm here. I've never left you. I choose you, still. So take this with you now. Let it saturate your bones. Let it echo through every tomorrow. And when darkness tries to creep in again, speak boldly. I know who I am now. I am the one heaven speaks to. I am the one Michael fights for. I am the one God walks with. You are not alone. You never were. Even if the world goes silent, heaven will still speak. Even if your sister walks away, angels will stay. Even if the world doesn't value you, God already crowned you in gold. So, at this hour, rest easy. Rest knowing your name has been spoken in divine meetings. Rest knowing your house is protected. Rest knowing this wasn't just a warning, it was a divine beginning. And now, step into your new chapter with fire in your soul and this truth etched into your spirit. I am not cursed. I am not too late. I am not forgotten. I am chosen. I am rising. I am ready. Go, beloved. Go forward with the roar of angels behind you, the breath of God within you, and the shield of Michael over your shoulders. Walk like someone who has already been redeemed. Wake up and speak one truth aloud each morning. I am chosen. I am protected. I am rising. When challenges appear, do not rush to fear. Respond with faith. Keep a journal. Record the small signs, the tiny mercies, the quiet wins. Because when you look back, you'll see it all. Heaven was moving for you, even on the days you heard nothing at all. And if you ever wonder again whether it was real, if you ever doubt this moment, remember this: your story is not over. It's just beginning. The wind has shifted, the heavens have spoken, you are becoming. Now rise, in grace, in glory, in truth. You were born for this. Yes, beloved. Let this truth settle now deep in your bones, deep in your memory, deeper still in your spirit. Because what you've just walked through wasn't simply revelation, it was transfiguration. Not just knowledge, but holy realignment. Every word that pierced, every phrase that lingered, every tear that rose and fell, it was all heaven gently reordering the architecture of your soul. This wasn't about your sister alone. No, she was just the door. But what was behind that door was you, all of you. The forgotten you, the silenced you, the doubting, exhausted, stretched thin, quietly strong you. The one who kept giving even when you weren't being poured into. The one who saw too much, felt too deep, loved too long, and questioned if it would ever be returned. And now God says it will. All of it. Multiplied, redeemed, rewritten. This is your restoration season. But not a surface-level restoration, not a vague promise. No, this one is precise, personal, specific. A sacred reversal of every unfair loss you endured in silence. The broken trust. Heaven is returning divine connections, that see you and choose you without condition. The money lost to deceit, delay, or error. Unexpected provision is already being released. The peace that slipped through your fingers like vapor, it's coming back to stay wrapping around you like a shield of stillness. And the love you gave without being truly seen, that love is returning, not as a copy of what was, but as something better, deeper, truer. Love in the form of people, places, and peace that will feel like home to your soul. So now, chosen one, what do you do with all of this? First, breathe. Don't rush back to distraction. Let this moment stretch. Let it seep. And when you wake tomorrow, start your day not with anxiety, but with alignment. Declare this aloud, even softly. I am chosen. I am protected. I am rising. Then act like it. Guard your space. Guard your peace. Don't allow energy that contradicts your healing to remain close. Not because you're bitter, but because you've finally tasted freedom. Start a journal if you haven't already. Write down every strange confirmation, every answered prayer, every dream you now recognize was warning you in love. Over time, you'll see the pattern. Heaven never stopped speaking. You're just now hearing clearly. And when you encounter your sister again, whether it's a casual moment, a deep conversation, or an accidental crossing, remember this: you are sealed. Your spirit is marked. Not by trauma, not by betrayal, not by broken promises, but by divine identity. You carry the seal of one who belongs to heaven. Let your posture be peace. Let your silence carry strength. You don't have to perform. You don't need to force anything, because now God moves on your behalf. And every loss that tried to define your story is now being rewritten by the author of all healing. So don't fear the next shift. Don't cling to what is leaving. Don't chase what tries to walk away. It's not rejection, it's realignment. Heaven is making room for more, for better, for the version of you that's finally returned home to herself. And your sister, whether she chooses to awaken or not, know this: you have forgiven her in the spirit. You've set her soul free. You've made peace with what she could not yet admit. And because of that, you are free, truly, beautifully, eternally free. This is not the end. This is the sacred beginning of everything heaven always meant for you to walk in. So go now. Go with your head high, your heart open, and your soul blazing with truth. You are not walking into a storm. You are becoming the stillness that ends one. Heaven is proud. Michael stands guard. And God smiles as he whispers one last truth into your spirit. What once broke you, now builds you. It is done. It is finished. And now it shall be revealed. Before we close this divine moment, let us enter into prayer together. This is not just words. This is a sacred exchange. What we speak now, heaven hears. What we release now, God receives. So still your heart, open your spirit, and let us pray. Heavenly Father, Most High, Creator of all things, seen and unseen, we come before you with reverence, with surrender, with souls cracked open by your truth. Tonight, something sacred has happened, something eternal. You have reached down into the silence of our lives and whispered what no one else could say, that you see us, you hear us, and you have chosen us. Lord, thank you for this holy awakening. Thank you for pulling back the veil and allowing light to pour into the places where shadows once ruled. Thank you for revealing truth, not to destroy, but to restore. For breaking us open, not to punish, but to heal. For choosing us, not because we are perfect, but because you trust our spirit with your assignment. God, We bring our sister before you now, not as an enemy, not as a threat, but as one of yours. We place her at your feet. Heal what we cannot reach. Speak to her in dreams. Visit her in stillness. Let the heaviness she feels not lead her to shame, but into your arms. Unravel the bitterness. Disarm the fear. Let her remember who she is before the world confused her. And if the day comes when she breaks, let us be there not with judgment, but with grace. May we reflect your mercy, even when the wound still stings. Father, thank you for trusting us with discernment. Thank you for igniting our spirit when we didn't even know we were asleep. Thank you for showing us that we are not the ones breaking down, but the ones being built up, not cursed, but called, not abandoned, but anointed. We declare now, with heaven as our witness, we are no longer carrying what was never ours. We are no longer fighting battles you have already won. We are no longer shrinking to make others comfortable. We are chosen. We are rising. We are ready. Send your warrior angels to surround our homes. Seal our doors with divine fire. Let the spirit of confusion flee. Let the atmosphere shift in our favor. Let the next 7 days usher in miracles so undeniable, even the doubters will have to say, surely the Lord is with them. And Lord, we ask for one more thing. Let this awakening last. Let it echo. Let it be the foundation of a future filled with peace, purpose, and power. Let our children and our children's children walk in the freedom we fought for in this very breath. Let this be the turning point, the generational shift, the holy disruption that sets everything back in divine order. In the name of Jesus, we seal this prayer, not with fear, not with doubt, but with full, unwavering, undeniable faith. Amen. Thank you, beloved souls, for staying in faith. If this prayer touched something deep in your spirit, don't keep it to yourself. Share your heart in the comments. Your testimony might be the confirmation someone else has been waiting for. Subscribe and stay connected so you don't miss the next divine message heaven has prepared for you. Remember, this is not just a message, it's a movement, a sacred uprising. You didn't stumble here by accident, you were summoned. Stay strong, stay alert, and walk forward as one who has already been redeemed. Your breakthrough has already begun, and heaven is still watching. I'll see you in the next message, chosen one. Until then, rise, rule, radiate. It is done.